Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik and this is the game War in the Pacific Admits Edition. This is my play-by-email match against Deaniks. He's the Japanese player and for me it is the Allied side. This is now January 23rd, 1942 turn. The Japanese taking over all the lost bases in Malaya. I was able to take back without force, only by sheer mighty presence of the British army in Singapore. Good, this is ongoing struggle. Submarines attacking but normally failing. Again, hit but no explosion. And now we have here task force. Because I was thinking, I can see this enemy task force immersing. Why not risking to attack? So I sent what I have sent from Java. This was original, I think, a task was located in Surabaya. I sent slowly to Singapore, and you can see these are mostly Dutch ships, so at least 50-50%. And we had long time no Navy battle, so let's see how this plays out. First you can see this is an American night cruiser, is more or less leading this with the Reuter together. This is a better Japanese escort ships, because we play the AR mod. And I get here some torpedo hits on a good AK. But a bunch of escorts because anti-submarine setup. But because this is a amphibious task force, the warships are not in the best setup. I think you get a debuff if you are defending your cargo ships. And this is a real task force can purely go out for the attack. But Express gets a torpedo hit, so I lose a British destroyer. These are not the best British destroyers, so they are good training, but the upgrade path is limited. And it's war, so losing here some equipment is not really hurting me too much. If I can save my cruisers, this is fine. The destroyers are meat shield. And of course, priority is to sink the cargo ships. The big AP would be a nice hit, but also sinking these two big AKs. Plus here's one more. That is a smaller AMC. I think Japan have 6 or 8 AMCs, 4 big one and 4 smaller one, and this is a smaller AMC. Six-inch shell hit on the destroyer is also good. But the Japanese are firing back. The AMC is now ablaze and a burning wreck, so very easy to hit. Oh, one more hit on the destroyer, that is always good. I really don't need to sink the warships. For me it is enough if I can damage them and take them out of service for 1 or 2 weeks. Especially because he has no shipyard so close. Saigon is the next shipyard, so even if the ship is down to 1 or 2 speed of cruise, it still needs 10 days to reach Saigon, 10 days to repair, so 1 month out of action at least. So the AMC is also lost. And the next destroyer is damaged. With critical damage. So all these 3 ships, plus this one, are all smoking heavily, so fire damage is I guess over 50. And fire damage will normally always also increase system damage over time. So even if I cannot sink the ships but they have heavy fire, there's a likelihood that they are burning out. Because Mersing is not a big port, so there's similar to what I had with Lexington and Charlotte and Port Moresby, would be here a similar situation. This kind of ships without port support, hard to get fire under control. The next AK under fire. On fire. Okay. It's not a disaster for the Japanese, but it's, I guess, a lost battle for sure. I lost a destroyer, fine, but the Japanese lost even more, and there are at least 1 destroyer heavy fire, 2 escort ships on heavy fire, 1 more cargo ship is lost directly, yeah, so 3 more potential ships could sink. In some action after some not so active turns. So the first ship is already sinking sound somewhere. Yes, it's Mersing. And I think I'm now, this is the cover force. I don't know exactly. You can see this is the same task force is trying to return, but this is in Minesweepers area. Because I dropped some mines in Mersing, Deaniks bring in some destroyer minesweepers to clean the minefield. And there are maybe also something like a first line of defense. And I only try to retreat now. Problem is that this destroyer minesweepers really don't have any attack power. Best case they have a 120mm gun, but they have no chance against the real true warships. These are 3rd class destroyers, you could say, 1000 tons maximum. So 1 is going down. The 6-inch of the light cruisers are really killing destroyers, so this is really the point why light cruisers are the best to get rid of destroyers. because 6 inch is really enough to cripple a destroyer. And the best defense of a destroyer is speed. Once the destroyer is crippled by a 6-inch shell head, it will drop down in speed, and then it's much easier to be hit by anything else. So I guess all 3 are destroyed. Too many hits. This kind of ships, they don't have really a lot of meat. Every shell is now nearly a hit. And all 3 are lost. Good, so this is some bonus. The Japanese only need this at the beginning to move mines away. I guess latest in May, this is not more so important for the Japanese. So kill them early on, have a meaning, but they are really only support equipment. One more attack on a cargo ship, failed. More ships are sinking. This must be Mersing. This is my daily bombardment in Rangoon against the Japanese forces. Not really powerful, but again, stress for the Japanese. And there was also just now a sighting of enemy carrier aircraft over Rangoon. First, some baddies attacking Bataan, but I have a local cap. I can down 3 out of 6. In China, we are war. Casualties on the ground. Tojo sweeping Singapore, but I have now my cap back, so I fight with the Tojos. Not sure if this is a victory, but I fight with them. No all-out attack on Singapore today. Okay, so it was really only the Tojos. Or weather effect. But I guess it's... if the Tojos can fly, the rest could also fly. So this is what happened. The Japanese are a little too fast. They are mobile more or less. And I must walk here in combat mode. So I cannot run anyway fast enough. So I get now forced out. But my troops are still in order, but it is a disaster, a lot of getting destroyed, but they are Chinese, so it's not too important. And the Japanese have a whole division disabled, plus a bunch of tanks getting destroyed. So, not really a good victory for me. I mean, of course it's not a victory for me, We will see. It's Chinese army, so casualties doesn't matter. Bombardment in Rangoon. I bombard the enemy to see if there's some change of the situation, but you can still see that the one division, 2 support regiments, and the rest is only minor stuff. So at the end, if you check this, this 2 regiments build up a new division with all the other equipment. All the other equipment, I think there's only one part missing. The other part is somewhere in Singapore at the setup of the game. And you have to move this one missing piece, I think, here to Burma to build up a new division. So more or less you can say 2 Japanese divisions are here. They're only not together now. This regiment, the A company of the 38th Division, attacking the base, but the Dutch are able to slip away. This is Thai Division attacking, taking empty base, and that was a turn. So more or less, I would say a victory at sea for me. I was also able to defeat the Tojos over Singapore, but the Chinese lost the retreat battle with the Japanese tank army. Can happen. Good, and let's see. So there was a little air war over Singapore mostly, but the impact was minor. At the end, I was able to kill 1 Tojo and lost the Hurricane, 1-to-1 kill ratio. But I killed 4 Bettys over Bataan. That is not bad. But 1 is over-reported, so only 3. So you can see through 3, the 4 kills are true. This is over-reported. So I lost 1 pilot and the pilot is wounded. Okay. Ship sunk, last turn. I lost the Express by a torpedo hit. This is still a E-class destroyer, so this is the first class you could call first class because they also have this 4.7 inch or 120mm gun. But there are better destroyers coming. I killed for sure the 3 destroyer minesweepers, and the AMC and the AK also went down. This is a smaller AMC, so they're not so powerful. This destroyer minesweepers, they have this 12 inch, so 4.7, no, 12 centimeter, 4.7 inch, but they are really having only this kind of stuff. So they are really only for sweeping mines and bare escort duty, but 700 tons is not much. So, but I would guess there's more ships lost for the Japanese. So this was both okay in the victory. Land side, I mean, my land losses are still increasing because of the Chinese. They lost a big battle today. Good, Hawaii, nothing special, nothing to talk about. Alaska, also nothing yet too special. I think I can skip this all. Pago, all looks fine. Fiji looks fine, no one here. I ship more equipment to Australia. This is more here now, a lot of supplies plus these are 2 fighter wings and I think these are twin engine bombers. Yeah. BGs are twin engine bombers. I don't know the code exactly for this, but a bombing group, and this is only fighter group. I don't know if 4 engine bombers also have the short of PBG. I don't know if my B-17s are here. Yeah, also BG. Okay, you cannot separate between 2 engines and 4 engines. Nothing weird at Australia. Looks all fine. Here's a convoy after bringing supplies and equipment to Moresby returning. No big deal. No sighting. No sighting of any Japanese fleet here. I have my ships on, my Navy Catalinas on search, but I don't see anyone. So I have my cruiser formation now here in the forward position, and if I have the opportunity to do something with this, I can strike out. At the same time, I built up Darwin, call all the space forces to fall east and help here in the main line. Only count that I keep Darwin. if I can hold Darwin and Port Moresby and Horn Island, these 3 bases together will close all street. So the Japanese can never use this shortcut to the east coast of Australia. It must always go the long way around. I could in the long run also build up here maybe Broome. Could do this, but this is the same. Like if I build up Broome, I would also build up Kopeng, because then these 3 bases will shield Darwin from the west, if there's a need for. Dutch East Indies looks all fine. I lost this dot base, nothing else. The Dutch are running fine. Here was a small success for me. This is this task force. I drive them out. They're fleeing. I achieved my victory, but the submarines are not able to do anything. PTD. My task force is safe back to port. I have here tornadoes, damage by 12 centimeter. But you can see I can fix this kind of damage in 2 days. Other destroyer is a little more damage. Put in shipyard in 2 days, it's also done. The biggest damage was here, but similar 3 days. If I put it in shipyard, it's 2 days. So that was a clear victory, nearly no losses, only I lost my destroyer. Vampire? No, Vampire is a smaller destroyer. Okay, so maybe Express was a better one. Vendetta is also the small destroyer. Okay, forget ISIS. It's an I-class destroyer. I'm not so familiar. I still have some struggle with the British destroyer class groups, but these are all American. Still a victory, I would say. If I can find this task force and wipe them out or get additional damage on them, I don't know. If I really want to do this, it's still a little risky if I go too far away from Singapore. Maybe I can use my submarines for this, I will see. But it was a success. This is here all the same. The enemy carrier formation is now near to Bangkok. So there's the carrier fleet and this is a heavy cover. And because carrier and heavy cover is so far away in Singapore, I can operate here all my ships. That is, if you play with the Japanese too much at the same time, you get stretched thin. So I have now a British formation here in Rangoon and a British cruiser formation, or American Dutch formation in Singapore. I'm messing with the Japanese, and the Japanese must make a decision where they won't fight. If they won't fight everywhere at the same time, could backfire. I have tons of submarines, but not really much success with them so far. The the weak point was today here in China. I lost a land battle, so this one unit can be destroyed and I get it back. So I have here only roughly 400 attack power left only to hold now. But here is no clear terrain. This is all triple. And I have here one well-trained, ready fighting corps to take over the main defense line. So if I will try to get all the damage stuff back. The well-prepared can take over and then try to stop the Japanese a little. I also sent out my 2 anti-tank tank units to help here, because this is a big tank force. And anti-tank guns in heavy terrain is really killing tanks. I also realized that the Japanese are not in this base, so I can try to retake the base behind the enemy line and will mess up with the supply lines. Why not? It's war. You can do everything. Then see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.